itsmintsalad and I saw X2. It is directed by Bryan Singer, written by Michael Daugherty, Dan Harris, David Hayter, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This movie starts and Nightcrawler's attacking the president. That's no good. Of course, the X-Men deals with this Nightcrawler. First of all, I like Nightcrawler. He's doing all the... I'm gonna immediately go into your base, your White House, your safe space, and prove how easy it is for me to get in here and get ya. But I'm not gonna get ya. I'm gonna send a message. Of course, the president gets very spooked. And this is before the X-Men can even arrive, but they're gonna get him. They're gonna get Nightcrawler. So I like that this is pretty much immediately the very beginning of this movie. We have something insane happens, and it hooks me right into this movie. I do like Logan. He's trying to look for his past. He's trying to look into where is he? Why? Where am I? Who am I? Why do I have these bone claws that are made of metal? What's up with my life? And before we can figure that out, he didn't find anything. He just goes home. He just goes home to the mansion, and of course, the government, because someone tried to assassinate the president and was a mutant, we're going to seize your mansion. We're gonna take control over it. We're gonna look through things. We're gonna basically SWAT you, and you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it, Mr. Xavier. Ugh. And frickin' Stryker is the guy who decides, let's just abduct some X-Men. Let's take them, and I'm gonna talk to Logan. Hey, Logan, I know about your past. And this obviously intrigues Logan / Wolverine. This intrigues me. I'm like, bro, what do you know about his past? Do you know anything about him? Jeez, guy. I think my first thought when seeing Stryker talking to Logan, I first thought, I think he's trying to manipulate him. But he already took a bunch of X-Men, so if he wanted to manipulate him, then I feel like he would steal him too. I feel like he would just steal him too. Oh my goodness, I love Mystique. Mystique is great. She's trying to get Magneto out of prison. She does a little transform, and I like how Magneto, during most of the movie, is in this prison. He's being talked to. People are like, hey, you got any information? And Magneto is heavily sedated. He's heavily sedated in order to prevent his magnet powers from coming out. And I was just thinking, man, how could this facility be all plastic? Just personal thought. What about the little things from the ceiling that go from the ceiling that collapses the tunnel from the cell to the other parts of the place? The collapsing part? Oh my goodness, Mystique is so clever. She injects, you know what she does? She injects some sort of metal, is it iron? Does she inject iron? She injects some sort of metal into this guy, and the guy is like, I guess I feel weird, okay, I'll go to work. And then Magneto feels this, and he rips all of the iron from his pores, and then he has this iron balls, and then yes, this is my time to escape, and he shoots out people through the glass. Just through people. He's hitting people. He's not a good guy, but he's escaping prison. I'm like, yes. Oh man, we have this guy is escaping prison. What could the worst thing be besides that? Well, someone is trying to replicate Cerebro. How amazing. Someone's trying to take Cerebro and use it for their own good. And I like this introduction of Cerebro. We have Professor X, Charles Xavier. He's displaying this Cerebro while Logan's just standing there. He's displaying, this is where we can find all the mutants, and I can reach out to the mutants, and this is how we do that, right? And getting that into the wrong hands could be disaster towards everyone, especially someone trying to kill all the mutants. I wonder who that could be. I wonder. You guessed it, Stryker. Oh yeah, my favorite part of this movie has to be when Stryker has a son who is he's horribly just worked on, tested on. He looks like an abomination, okay? This is Stryker's son, a powerful telepathic mutant. He can force Xavier to do his bidding. He can force Xavier to look for all the mutants and murder them. Get them! Show me all the mutants! And there's a race of time between when the X-Men can get there and stop all of this, and we have freaking Xavier, the most powerful boy that the X-Men have access to, and I'm like, oh no, they're using him! Oh, please don't kill all the mutants! Okay, I like Magneto a lot. So Magneto is like, okay, I'm here. I found where this person's trying to create Cerebro, or Stryker is trying to create Cerebro, and I'm just going to rearrange all of it. I'm just going to rearrange everything. And then, hey, actually, have it so you kill all the humans. Actually, have it so you're killing all the humans. And then he leaves Xavier there instead of his goal to kill all the mutants. It's now to kill all the humans, and there's this high-pitched squeal that everyone is hearing. The mutants hear it when they're being targeted. When they're all being targeted, they all hear it. And then the humans, when they're targeted, they also all hear it. And I'm just like, no! Oh no! Please! Oh, someone please help Xavier! He's being controlled! I'm a big fan of Stryker being like, oh hey, Logan, I got you now. Weren't you wondering who put that metal in your skeleton? It was I, Stryker. It was I, Stryker, and I put that antimanium in your skeleton. And it's honestly a little bit sad. I wonder how the process was, like having Logan of all people have this terrifying, horrifying, hot liquid in his bones. Okay, because we get a little bit of process of the hot liquid, the hot metal, very hot metal. Antimanium, just normally solid, but has to be superheated. So the fact that Wolverine / Logan got this in his bones mean he had to be inserted with like a lot of hot liquid. And I wish to see that, actually. I want to see that. I do love Nightcrawler is taketh, and his mind is being accessed, and it gives location to where Stryker could possibly be. Oh, or they're Alki Lake. We gotta go get him. We gotta go stop Stryker because he stole our Xavier and he's trying to kill all the humans. No, but we like humans, actually. Freaking Magneto, man. What a nice character. Nice is not a good way to describe him. He's great. He's so complex. Immediately, he could help Xavier not kill all the mutants. But he's a mutant supremacist. And so he's like, oh, let's kill all the humans. And I'm like, no. If everyone's a mutant, then no one's a mutant, okay? You gotta have some humans to base yourself off of. To be a mutant supremacist, there has to be some humans. Otherwise, if there's no humans, then mutants are just normal now. They're the new humans. Okay, and then there's going to be subclasses within the mutants now that all the humans are gone, and then there's going to be further division, because that's how human nature works. Just because you have some cool powers doesn't mean that human nature is lost on you. I'm such a big fan of Cyclops, man. It makes me so sad when he gets mind controlled and then goes against the X-Men, but luckily he's free. Unfortunately though, for the dam, it got hit. Uh-oh, that's no good. You know, with the dam comes a lot of water and a lot of trying to get away from the water's path. You gotta swim. You gotta make yourself swim. Oh no, not the dam. It's broken. It's breaking. Also, I like how eventually Storm finds where this good old pal Xavier is, frees him, takes him back, and there's a bunch of water. We gotta get into the ship first. Jean Grey. I totally forgot to mention her, but at the very beginning of this movie, her powers or like almost none. She's having trouble with her powers, but the more and more like she hangs out with the X-Men, the more and more powerful her powers get, until this very last scene where they all go on a ship, and Jean Grey's like, oh man, this water's gonna come. What do I do? Well, I have to stop the water and also lift the ship. And then she does that. It's really cool and really tense. And I'm like, whoa, she can do that? And then, the ship is in the air and she gets drafted into water. And it makes me sad. I'm like, no, Jean Grey, she was so cool. I liked her. I didn't know she was this powerful. Oh, I love her. Oh, I want to be her friend. And now I can't because she's probably dead. And the X-Men think that too. I do like how at the very, very end, Xavier goes to the president, hands him a file on Stryker. Hey, this is Batman. Also, we gotta be good. We gotta have some relations. We gotta hug each other. We gotta be okay and having peace and love, happiness together. Come on, man. You just gotta let that happen. And I like that he starts that process, Xavier does. And then the very, 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 very end, who is this fiery figure? Well, I don't know. That's for the next movie. So this movie I was very entranced with. When I watched it, I couldn't leave my eyes. The screen. I was staring at the entire time. I really, really like my favorite character so far. I really like Logan a lot. I like Storm. I like her powers a lot. I wish I had Storm powers. That'd be very useful, having Storm powers. You can just like, oh, I want to put a cloud in the sky, and then like summon down lightning. That's so cool. That's awesome. Theoretically, you could also do it with rain, with storm, with hail. Imagine the size of the hail balls you can make when you're a Storm. You could make them like baseball size. It's just like baseball size ice circles. That's what I would do if I were Storm, honestly. I'd create these hail and then rain it down on everyone. Just damage everything. Destroy all property. But for real though, so I like Storm. I'm a big fan of Cyclops. I really like his leadership. I like how controlled he is with the little eye thing. Oh, okay. My little controlled laser. And then when the goggles go off, oh, they're gone. Overall, I just really like this movie. Logan, Storm, Cyclops, Xavier. Those are my favorite X-Men so far. So I gotta give this movie like a solid 8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The algorithm really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 deals at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support daily grind of all them daily movie reviews, go to the link tree. Find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So go here. And until next time, see you later, my sour croutons and big bits.